Hello there again, Al Spinks here. In this series of posts, I'll discuss how to handle the negative circumstances and situations that occur in our lives and give us the feeling that it's spiraling out of control. These posts will build on the framework I created in my series on belief, faith, sight, and their influence on how we experience our life. The first thing we have to understand is that these negative circumstances and situations that we experience do not ask our permission to be here. If they did, we'd just say no, and that'd be the end of that, wouldn't it? We have to understand that these circumstances and situations are going to exist in our lives whether we like it or not. You see, they just are. And what you may not know is that life is a participative event, and we choose how we experience it. Either we can allow these negative circumstances and situations to overwhelm and control us so much so that we feel as if we're poor, pitiful creatures to whom life is showing no mercy. Or, rather than becoming enfeebled by what's going on in our life, we can choose to become empowered by it. Let me provide you with an example. I live in the city of Houston on the Texas Gulf Coast. Whenever hurricane season occurs, many people here start to become nervous, especially those who experienced Katrina, Rita, Carla, or Ike. Many of these people will become fearful and walk around with a sense of impending doom during the entire season. And boy, let me tell you, if a hurricane enters into the Gulf of Mexico, these same people will shift into a panic mode. On the other hand, weather forecasters and meteorologists, when you watch them on TV, seem to become excited during this season. If the same hurricane I spoke of earlier enters into the Gulf of Mexico, these folks seem to shift into a mode of giddiness and pure joy. I don't know what sense it makes, but can you believe they even talk about getting into airplanes and flying into the eye of the storm? The point I'm making is that a hurricane is a hurricane, and it is what it is. It's a force of nature, and it doesn't care if we allow it into our lives or not. It's how we choose to experience it that counts. In the same manner that hurricanes exist, broken relationships, poor finances, mental and physical illnesses, sickness, and even death exist and do not ask our permission to become part of our lives. They just are, and it's how we choose to experience them that will affect the quality of our life. Sure, it'd be great if people took our feelings into consideration before they act the way they do towards us. It'd also be wonderful if we were in perfect health and didn't have to be concerned about our health or the health of a loved one. You can choose whatever negative circumstances or situation you like that's affecting you and imagine how it would be if it did not exist. The point is, it does exist, and it is what it is. What we have to understand, and what I'll cover in upcoming posts, is how to experience these tough times in our lives in a manner that keeps us calm, confident, creative, and most important of all, connected to our inner voice, which directs us towards our goals and ultimate life's purpose. Until next time, thank you, peace, and God bless.